Good morning, TL Travelers, and welcome to or welcome back to the TL Travel YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, welcome to the family. Right now, we are in the middle of doing a fun foodie series for this entire month before we get back to our regularly scheduled international travels, and today we are starting a new diet. So in my last two videos, I was meal prepping and trying out the Japanese diet on request from my Instagram followers. You guys, if you are not following us over on Instagram, definitely do that. There's tons going on over there at TL Travel. Super easy, no excuses. Head over there. But today we are starting a new diet. We are starting the new Nordic diet. But before we begin, I just want to quickly remind you guys, or let you guys know if you're new here, that I am not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, I am not a dietitian, I am no sort of specialist. So this series is not to show you how or how not to do something. If you are interested in changing up your diet, or you are looking to lose weight and get healthy and all those things, all the power to you. Definitely you can watch this video for a little bit of fun and inspiration, but for sure talk to a nutritionist or someone who can like actually give you real legitimate information. And with all that out of the way, I'm just gonna really quickly tell you a little bit about the new Nordic diet, and yeah, and then I'm gonna go do some grocery shopping. So a few things that make the new Nordic diet different from the Japanese diet and different from the Canadian diet, I guess, or whatever diet it is that I'm eating right now. There's a couple of things. So the first thing that I noticed was that canola oil is promoted instead of olive oil. Olive oil is something that I've just always been told, like, if you want it to be healthy, cook with olive oil. So that's what I've done. I know that olive oil is really popular in the Mediterranean diet, but it's canola oil that they use for the new Nordic diet. And so I'm going to have to pick some of that up. So that was one difference that I noticed right off the top. Similar to the Japanese diet, and something that I've noticed about a lot of the more healthy diets that I've been looking at online is, again, they are back to eating more fish and not so much on the red meat side. There is a little bit of emphasis on, like, when you are eating red meat, to be eating more like wild game, like elk and that kind of thing. And then aside from that, it's predominantly fish. So salmon is on that list, and then fish like white fish like herring. I think trout was on the list. I'm not really sure exactly how much I'm going to have access at the grocery store and the markets and everything here in Edmonton, obviously, but that's part of the fun, is just trying to sort of like see how I can make this work for me. So we're gonna find out. Whole grains and dark greens, and then obviously some like fruits and vegetables, a lot more of an emphasis on fruits and vegetables in this diet, which is really exciting. And then the one sort of really big thing that they stress is eating organic and eating locally and eating seasonally. So that is gonna be another struggle, I think, for me here. For the purposes of this experience, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to count British Columbia, the province next door to us, as local, because in Alberta, pretty much all of our produce and just everything gets shipped in from different places, but the most local that we can get for a lot of things is gonna be BC, not necessarily Alberta right here. I don't really know how much of a stickler I'm supposed to be as far as what counts as local and what doesn't, but yeah, organic from BC, I'm gonna count as local as well, just for the sake of being able to find food to eat. And just to really quickly add on to that, regarding my meal plan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the Japanese diet, which is print off a set out meal plan for 3 days. And I'm going to use that as a guideline. I'm not going to be sticking to it 100% absolutely, because again, seasonally here is going to be different than seasonally is going to be obviously in like Iceland or Denmark, or places where they have access to different things, and they grow different things, and different things are local. So I'm gonna be using a meal plan that I downloaded from prevention.com. I will leave the link to it down below, but I just wanna sort of emphasize for all of these videos, don't take too much stock into the website that I use to get the meal plan, because I did my research sort of all over the place, and I just really needed a place that I could like find a laid out meal plan. And as long as the meal plan seemed to match what I've been reading, then that's what I went with. So there's no real rhyme or reason why I chose this website. So just like, yeah, I guess another disclaimer. Wow, food videos come with a lot of disclaimers. gonna lie. Benefits of the new Nordic diet are said to be that they will lower your cholesterol and also lower blood pressure. Weight loss is obviously listed as a benefit to the new Nordic diet. Again, I'm not focusing on that, but that is something that is listed there. Again, these are just reasons that are listed why the new Nordic diet is great or supposedly great, but like, I don't know, I haven't tried it yet. I am looking forward to being able to enjoy some snacks throughout the days. I know that with the Japanese diet, they don't really snack. And with New Nordic, there are some little snacks included. They have like, you know, nuts and berries and all those types of things that I can snack on throughout the day. So stoked on that because I enjoy, you know, some snacks every now and then. And then smaller portion sizes is also a theme throughout this diet, as was it with the Japanese diet. And so snacks are gonna help with that as well, I think. So I think that's everything that I need to tell you guys about right now regarding this diet. Plan now is I'm going to hit the grocery store and take a look and just see how easy it is to shop organically, shop locally, shop seasonally, and put together some meals that at least loosely resemble the meals that are in my meal plan. We will do a little bit of meal prep as well, and yeah, then we will get this experiment going. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. Let's go. Okay, so I am back from my grocery shop. Got everything that I needed. I will say that the grocery shop for the Nordic diet was a lot easier, I found, than for the Japanese. Really, because it's so much like organic and locally sourced stuff. You pretty much just like stick to your produce, you know, stick to the outside of the grocery store. And I never really had to go into the aisles to get anything aside from the rolled oats, which were like in the organic natural foods aisle, and the canola oil. So I'm just going to really quickly take you through what I did pick up, and then I am going to prep a couple of things for the week, because the breakfast on this meal plan for 2 of the 3 days, which will end up being 4 of my 6 days, is like overnight oats kind of situation. So that definitely needs to be prepared up front. And then there are also a couple of other like intricate type meals. I think the other meal that I'm going to prep for is going to be lunch. There's like a carrot vegetable soup situation, and I'm going to make that ahead of time as well, because yeah, I'm not gonna have the time to do it. I know that I'm not, and if I don't prep it ahead of time, then again, I will fail this challenge. So I got some organic overnight oats for my breakfast situation, along with some granola. I got like a vanilla and almond and flax granola sort of box. I got some almond milk because no dairy, but I do need something to put in with my oats and also in with the soup to just like give it a little bit, you know, more of that. And that's really it for anything that I bought like in an aisle. Everything else is just veg and stuff from outside, other than of course the canola oil, which I picked up. So I've got like onions, I have potatoes here. I was certainly limited as far as fruit goes, so I got some pears, and I also got some apples. The only fruits that were out that are from Canada, BC right now. Everything else was from California. I got the last of the BC carrots. Good job, Terry. And then I also got some dried fruits for my granola in the mornings. I'm not going to show it to you because I know that like all of my viewers don't particularly want to just see shots of raw meat, but I got some lean pork for one of the recipes, and then everything else that I got is fish. I picked up salmon. Herring was a big one that was on that list. Couldn't get that. And then the only 2 other local, wild, organic fish options that I had were cod and snapper. So those are my whitefish options, and I'm gonna have to make that work. So Full disclosure, it's not exact, but it's everything that I had access to, and that's, I mean, the whole purpose of this experiment is just to like see how easy or difficult it is to live and eat like this where I'm at. So yeah, that's my experience. So now I'm gonna put away the stuff that I don't need and really quickly put together these overnight oats and make myself some carrot soup. So let's do it. Okay, so the meal prep is done. My overnight oats are in the refrigerator, getting ready for me to try out tomorrow morning. And then I also did 4 portions of soup. Because I am taking a 3-day meal plan and just repeating it, what I did for the soup was I did 1 batch, or like 2 cups by the recipe that was shown like on the meal plan that I was given. And then I did the other 2. I added a couple of different vegetables. I added some red pepper and yellow pepper that I got from an organic market just a few days ago. And then also a couple of different like herbs and things like that to sort of shake it up so that I'm not eating 4 days of the exact same soup, if that makes any sense. So those are done. And then all of the other meals I will be able to make as I go. So yeah. For me though, this diet does not actually start until tomorrow. So I am going to have one last night eating whatever I desire, and then I'm gonna jump right into it. So if you've not already hit that subscribe button, definitely do it, because we post new travel content every Thursday and Sunday. For this month, we are doing like food related fun sort of challenges and videos like this. But right after this, we will be jumping right back into our international travel content, and we have tons of exciting stuff to share with you in the upcoming year, in 2020, the upcoming year. That makes sense. So definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you love travel or food content, because I know that you do. And until I see you guys in my next video and start my Nordic diet, stay great, travel safe, and I'll see you then. Bye guys.